Well, hey there, YouTube. I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. How was your week? Everybody all ready for the weekend out there? Got some fun plans here. It's good fall weather. We're going to have some 40s in the morning, and I'm just going to probably watch a little college football tomorrow, do some things around the house, get a little bit of work done, and get outside and enjoy this nice weather. Anyhow, today I want to talk to you about a raw food diet, detox, and cleanses. Guys, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I'd really appreciate it if you go down and hit that subscribe button, and then be sure you click on the little bell and check send notifications so you'll stay subscribed to the channel and you'll know when new content comes out. This one today, I get questions constantly. This is like a never-ending one. Detox and cleanses, and that train of thought is always something people ask me. I don't want to say I get a lot. I'm not that big on Instagram, but I do get questions on a weekly basis, and I get a regular flow of questions coming in on that. And I've gotten a number of questions here in the past, and I just see people talking about detox and cleanses and that kind of stuff, feast and fast and what have you all the time. And before I get started, this is just kind of a clarification video on my thoughts on it, because people ask me this. Like when I do a video like this, sometimes, everybody wants to be combative these days, or like if I think something differently than you doesn't mean I think you're an idiot or think you're doing something the wrong way. I'm just kind of basically, like I say, my channel, I'm explaining why I do what I do. Simple as that. So your mileage may vary. As I wrote to somebody this morning, as I say all the time on here, trust no one, be skeptical of everybody. Everything you see here on YouTube, go verify it on your own. Don't just listen to, I would be appalled if you listened to me and just believed everything I said to you, or did everything that I did without going and verifying that for yourself, because I'm basically one step above the village idiot. I just tend to do a lot of research, and I go through it myself, and I try it out on myself to see if it works. So verify everything. Verify everything. Nobody's above having their credentials checked, or having their facts double checked. Now for me, it just never resonated. And maybe, let me take a step back there. Sometimes my brain kind of works in a stubborn way. I think people overdid that so much and put so much talk and thought and importance into it that I went completely the other way. And I'm like, God, I'm just so sick of hearing this. There was a time when I was in Facebook groups, and I was a little bit more active, watching other people's videos, maybe going to some forums, whatever, and in these comment sections, it was just always about detox and another cleanse and an island. Remember islands? Nobody ever talks about islands anymore. If islands were so great, why aren't they still around? If you notice, this raw food diet thing and the raw food diet world and this natural health world, whatever you want to call it, it's just like the bigger world in general. There's constantly trends and fads going through. Been doing it over 8 years. I try to think of all the things I've seen on YouTube, all the things I've seen on Facebook in that time. And words come and go. Fads come and go. Certain little things come and go. I haven't heard the island thing in a long time. To be honest, I don't hear about a lot of it as much anymore, because I just got, it didn't interest me, so I got all that stuff out of my line of sight. I cleaned up my Facebook to where I see things I want to see. And I just kind of, I'm in a different direction now. I just check my own stuff out. That's just not where I need to be. But always about the detox and the cleansing and the feast and the fast and this and that. For me, our bodies are always detoxing. Mainly, yes, we get out of the way. By eating a whole food plant-based diet, we reduce the burden on our body. We reduce the amount of energy it takes to break down and digest our food. But our bodies are always detoxing. Even back when you, believe it or not, even back when you were on the standard American diet, your body was detoxing. Because if your body wasn't detoxing, you'd be dead. You'd be dead. okay, granted, the more we get out of our way and the more we simplify, we can have some, we can get better detox. We can cleanse our body at a little bit more rapid pace. Now, I'm going to try to speak just as plainly so nothing can be misconstrued, and my position is as clear as possible. When it comes to a cleanse, or when it comes to a feast or a fast, maybe, okay, it's not going to hurt you. If you want to do that to get started, a lot of people are into this solid food vacation to start their program. Somehow to cleanse yourself out, get your body ready to go eat the raw food. No harm, no foul in that. I didn't do it. If I'm working with somebody, I'm not going to necessarily recommend doing that, and I'm not going to stop them if they want to do it, but not going to hurt you. Not going to hurt you. If it psychologically helps you, go ahead and do it. Do yourself a feast to start off with. Do a juice feast. Do a juice fast. Do a fast. Do a solid food vacation. Do whatever you want to do. Do it safely. Obviously, you wouldn't want to I don't think anybody out there would advocate you doing some sort of a water fast, but whatever. The point being is, and I've said this phrase 100 times, you cannot live on a cleanse. You cannot live on a fast. So at some point, let's say you've done a 30-day juice fast to start. You do your solid food vacation, you're cleansing, you're cleaning your system, getting ready for the raw. Let's even say you do a long one. Let's say you do a 30-day juice fast. All right, now you're ready. But, and here comes the tricky part, you still got to learn how to eat food. I see people all the time. Look, these long feasts and fasts don't mean a damn thing as far as like teaching you how to eat a raw food diet. I've seen people that have done, I want to say I've seen people that have done 100-day juice fast. That seems like a long time though. I might be exaggerating. I know I've seen people go longer than 30 days. And 3 months later, they're eating garbage. So it didn't help them. It didn't get them started. So, like, it's not going to hurt you, but did it help you? Learning to eat properly, learning to do something long term is what this lifestyle, that's why we call it a lifestyle, is all about. Okay, I know a lot of times we refer to it as the raw food diet because in that context, we're talking about the food that we eat. But in general, most of us are living a lifestyle. This is a health food lifestyle. And I guess my whole thing is I've done kind of just a long, sustained cleanse. All right, let's go back a step. Let's go back to 8 years ago, and I'm in Costa Rica. Okay, it kind of takes you your first year to kind of figure things out. But I was still eating. In my very first year, I was eating very high raw. I wasn't eating near enough food because I didn't know what I was doing. But after I got kind of through the first year and kind of, getting my legs under me, figuring some things out, learning a little bit more rational way to do it, getting into the second and third year, I started, okay, now we're getting it. Take, say, the third, fourth, fifth year, like when I was still living in Costa Rica, once I had been doing this lifestyle, say, for a couple of years. One thing that I did down there was was clean for a long sustained period of time. If you want to go back and watch some of my videos, go back and watch some of my videos like from like 3.5, 4 years ago when I was living on this mountain in Costa Rica. I was getting phenomenal fruit. I would go to this amazing farmer's market every Saturday morning. I'm like looking down on the floor right now. I kept my fruit on the floor. I would always have a stash of 25 or so mangoes, 5 or 6, 7, 8 papayas, pineapples, everything. So what I would do is, and I would actually go long spells down there, is just eating fruit, just eating large amounts of fruit, lots of mono meals, not adding any overt fat. Now I would do this for fairly long periods. Like I would do, and I did multiple ones of these in Costa Rica. I don't mean I did it once or twice. I would do it like over and over and over, where I would go for say 4 or 5 weeks where I didn't add any overt fat. I was eating mostly fruit, and I was eating lots of mono meals. Just getting it as simplified as possible. And then, I might have been eating, say, a salad, like when I was eating my salads, even during those periods, I would make like a fruit-based dressing. Like I remember a lot during those times, I would have like huge amounts of greens, and then I would make this salad dressing like with mango and red pepper. That would be it. So everything. And I was doing this like a month at a time. And even when I would come off of doing that and I would start adding a little overt fat back in there, I was still eating extremely, extremely clean. So I went through lots and lots and lots of time in Costa Rica with mono meals, with eating mostly fruit, with not adding in an overt fat. And I went periods of time where, okay, yes, I'm not doing a cleanse, I'm not properly doing a fast, or I'm not doing an island, but I'm getting lots of detox. I'm getting lots of detox, but I'm eating food. I'm still kind of have a structure to my day. Like, I could eat ice cream in the morning. I could have, like a couple of mono meals. I could eat, just fruit all throughout the day, have my salads at night. And there was a lot of benefit to that. But not doing feast and fast, I've always had kind of a problem on this lifestyle, keeping weight on. I had energy all the time because I was feeding my body food. I wasn't dropping weight because I was eating food. I was getting calories, although it was clean. Because like that fruit and stuff, it was just burning right through my body. But I just don't feel the need for those. And here's something else I wanted to talk about too, that just kind of might let you know. And like I say, once again, this video is not to throw shade at people that do this. This is just to answer the people that reach out to me and sincerely about this. But I am going to ask you this. If these feast and fast and all of this is so effective, why do they have to be done over and over and over and over? Because these people are not eating clean in between. Here's what it boils down to. I don't see the purpose of eating half-ass. Okay, well, you go back and forth or yo-yoing. Like you do these, you get really meticulous and you do some sort of 30-day this or that or 60-day this or that, and you get yourself real clean and you're all energized and you're bright-eyed and whatever, and then you just slowly start going downhill. And then 6 months later, you're eating stuff that I wouldn't even remotely think about putting in my mouth. And then you're going on another feast and fast. I keep my eye on people. Like, it's just interesting to me just to see the whole synergy of it, like how people just kind of keep going round and round on that wheel. I got people that I'm connected with on Instagram. I don't do Facebook as much anymore, but I've gotten back on there, that are just constantly, there's another feast, another fast. I know people that are YouTubers. I know people that are prominent people that people quote, and they're like, oh, you should watch so-and-so. They constantly have to do another feast, another fast. If that great solid food vacation cleansed you like it was supposed to cleanse you, no harm, no foul, then you actually learn how to eat a raw food diet, and you're eating a nutrition-based raw food diet, giving your body what it needs, then why do you a year later need to do another feast? Oh, now I'm doing a juice fast. Then the next year you're doing this, and then you got to get back to doing this. Why don't you just learn how to eat? Why don't you just learn how to eat instead of all this back and forth, back and forth, back and forth? But I will finish this video by reiterating what I said to start with. These are just my views on it. If you want to go do feast and fast, God bless you. Sometimes I'm like, it's almost like there's probably somebody that could serve you a little bit better than me, if that's like the mentality. Like I'm always like trying to put people where their attention would be best served. I'm not saying this is dumb, you shouldn't do this. I'm actually trying to help you. I'm like saying there's probably somebody out there you'd be more comfortable listening to if that's your jam. If you're into the detox thing, if you're into the cleanses, there's all kind of people putting that content out there. But me, it's just not my thing. Just learn how to eat clean. Just learn how to eat real food every day. Wash, rinse, repeat over and over and over and over. Not that complicated. Anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this one today. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. Have a beautiful weekend, and I'll see you here in a couple of days. Peace.